Ladies, gentlemen, and all ye who revel in the theatrics of street lore and rap sagas, allow me to plunge into a discourse ripe with philosophical inquiry and rhetorical razzle-dazzle on none other than Charleston White's searing assessment of Lil Durk's recent legal entanglement.
Nobody laughing at Durk like they were laughing at me when I went there. Lord have mercy. So ain't nobody laughing at Durk. Now it ain't funny. Now your favorite rapper go to jail and look like he got a no bond like me. But that boy got a federal no bond. I bet that closed up. He got a burp to pass gas. He can't even fart out his ass. I know the feeling. Boy, they get your ass and they put a hole on you. One booty be tight and I'm sitting on that bench. Hey man. Now, all y'all who said my time coming for saying King Von. Oh, his time coming. They go get him. Drake time came for saying Tuka? Or is this his karma? I don't know. Y'all be so hypocritical when it comes to your favorite rappers. I don't even know. That's all I'm saying, boys and girls. Say, let's make fun of Durk like y'all made fun of me. Especially when y'all thought I got slapped. Look like that boy ass in trouble. Salute to Lil Tim. The demon stay up. I bet he going to PC. Them Californians got extorted. One thing we know about California, the Crips and Bloods rule. GD, BD, on phone them, they ain't got no say so nowhere. But when they write a letter to somebody. But in the California prison system, Cuz and Blood run everything. And Pyru, that GD, BD, phone them, it's gonna be hard on his ass. Cause they're gonna be trying to extort him because they know he got money. He might have to pay for a little protection. You know what? He might be all right. Cause he joined Assalamu Alaikum. One thing about it, Assalamu Alaikum, they look out for each other. Say, boy, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Boy, I'm riding through Oak Cliff right now. Boy, it's a beautiful, I'm finna ride by where Mo 3 got killed at here in a minute. Let me find me a good little Durk song to play. Let me find me a good morning, boy and girl.
Lately, I just wanna show my body some shit, yeah. Always been a little mad petition. Lately, it's cash I get here, got me losing count of these bags.
Hey! All my life! I've been wanting to wake up and live like this here. I thought Pippin would go get it.
Yes, we are voyaging into an arena where the boundaries of street legitimacy, moral hypocrisy, and legal repercussions blur with dazzling abandon, all orchestrated with Charleston White's unique blend of righteous indignation and unflinching disdain. Prepare yourselves for a journey that teeters on the precipice of moral critique and urban legend. First, let us appreciate the cosmic irony Charleston seems to revel in. The streets, which so often imbue rappers with mythical status, have claimed one of its champions, Lil Durk, stripping him of the very agency he once wielded. Charleston finds a familiar resonance here, likening Durk's legal woes to his own public humiliations and dismissals. In this comparison, Charleston is not just another critic on the sidelines, he positions himself as a survivor of similar condemnation, proving that street icons, no matter how revered, are not immune to the cold grip of the law. But what Charleston does with this comparison is where the real meat of his critique lies. He draws attention to what he calls fan hypocrisy, an indictment of the double standards that govern public opinion. When Charleston faced the slings and arrows of social disapproval, there were no rallies of support, no outpouring of empathy. But for Durk, the same audience that would decry Charleston's words or actions now finds itself defending or deflecting from Durk's predicament. This discrepancy, in Charleston's view, reveals a fandom enraptured by image and persona but selectively blind to reality. It's a jarring reminder that public loyalty is as fickle as it is fervent. Charleston's examination of fan hypocrisy quickly escalates into a searing dissection of society's glorification of gangsta personas. He takes aim at the tendency for fans to elevate figures like Durk to near mythical status, all the while ignoring the harsh consequences of the lifestyle such figures promote. According to Charleston, the public is enthralled by the allure of street credibility until it crashes headlong into the hard walls of consequence. His words evoke a sentiment of irony so thick it nearly blots out the sun, idolize the figure, but refuse to bear witness to the punishment. Charleston doesn't shy away from painting the grim realities of prison life, particularly for a high-profile figure like Lil Durk. In his mind, Durk's incarceration could become a feast for extortionists and opportunists. Charleston spares no detail in predicting the perils Durk may face behind bars, with gangs and rivals alike keen on exploiting his wealth. This prediction is far from idle gossip. It's Charleston's way of underscoring the brutal pragmatism of prison life, a place where fame provides no shield but merely amplifies the danger. Adding another layer, Charleston nods toward the complex social hierarchies of incarceration, where affiliations matter, and protection is both a necessity and a commodity. In a twist almost theatrical in nature, he suggests Durk's Chicago connections might both protect and jeopardize him, depending on the sway of local gang politics. This prognosis is neither hopeful nor sympathetic. It's Charleston's way of illustrating the unforgiving machinations that unfold beyond the bars. The talk of hypocrisy and prison realities circles back to an unsettling observation on street culture's paradoxical loyalty. Charleston points out how the same community that hails individuals like Durk as heroes often abandons them when the allure fades. The fans and sycophants who once chanted Lil Durk's name are conspicuously absent when the specter of real-world punishment looms. Charleston, ever the unfiltered narrator, likens this to a sick cosmic joke, where the price of fame is ultimately paid alone. Furthermore, Charleston touches on the commercialized heroism of street culture, where the music and its mythos perpetuate cycles of violence, all to the delight of the audience. He suggests that Durk's legal woes are, in part, the result of a public hungry for authenticity, no matter the cost. This hunger for realness has, according to Charleston, created an environment where even rappers feel they must embody the violent narratives they once merely rhymed about. It's as if the public itself is complicit, demanding a level of reality that turns art into a tragic self-fulfilling prophecy. Charleston's analysis of the media circus surrounding Durk's arrest is equally critical. The media, he argues, has a knack for transforming legal troubles into theatrical spectacles, feeding the public's insatiable appetite for downfall narratives. He notes how every new update on Durk's case becomes fodder for public scrutiny, with fans dissecting the minutiae of his downfall as if it were a reality show. For Charleston, this circus only reinforces the sadistic pleasure society takes in watching heroes fall, a phenomenon that transcends fan loyalty and touches on humanity's darker inclinations. At the heart of Charleston's monologue lies a potent disdain for the glorification of what he calls demon time culture. This ethos, which celebrates the very acts that lead individuals like Durk into legal jeopardy, is a product of misguided hero worship, a cycle of adulation that places the performer in an unbreakable contract with violence and retribution. For Charleston, demon time is not just a cultural trend, it's a social poison, one that ensnares both the idol and the audience in a macabre dance of destruction. Charleston's critique extends beyond Durk to the institutions that make a spectacle out of black lives. He argues that the legal system, the media, and even the fans are complicit in this narrative of downfall, as they each have a vested interest in seeing figures like Durk meet tragic ends. Charleston portrays this trifecta as a machine, a cold and calculating engine that feeds off the suffering of those it once celebrated. Here, his words carry the weight of a scathing indictment, suggesting that society itself is built on cycles of elevation and abandonment. In closing, Charleston paints himself as a harbinger, a soothsayer who foresaw the very fate now befalling Lil Durk. His tone is one of both condemnation and vindication, as if he had warned us all along about the perils of lionizing figures who embody a destructive lifestyle. To him, Durk's arrest is less a personal tragedy than a societal one, a manifestation of the very culture that once worshipped him and now delights in his undoing. Thus, Charleston's critique of Lil Durk's predicament is no mere vendetta, it's a call to arms, a plea for society to reconsider its values before another hero is lost to the very myths we demand they embody. In this twisted pantheon of street lore, perhaps it is Charleston who stands as the reluctant prophet, railing against a world that celebrates its martyrs only to devour them.